Good afternoon, 7th and 8th grade Bobcats. Mr. Flato here. Welcome back to another great week. I hope everybody had an awesome break. Today's Bob lesson that I did in conjunction with Miss Dalton's health classes, shout out to them, presenting on something today that is one of those things as human beings. As time has gone on, I feel like we produce new goods in society, we improve existing goods. If you look at anything from the computer to the automobile, to washer and dryers, I'm just picking random goods. We continue to make things and make them better and make them better and make them better and evolve with technology, and I think that's an awesome thing about where we're at today, humanity on this planet Earth. But there are a couple things that I've seen that I'm starting to question. Do we create things that are going to end up being detrimental to us and our health? The first one I've talked about a lot. It's this thing. At what point did we as human beings make this thing for life to get better, and really it's making our lives worse in terms of our mental health or our addiction to it? On today's Bob lesson, I'm going to present on another thing, vaping and juuling, which has become really a health epidemic in our society. At what point do we create things and then it ends up coming at a detriment, at a cost to us? So this is a longer Bob lesson, part 1 of 2, so I'm going to get rocking and rolling on this. I hope you guys make it a great week. All right, this lesson is going to be titled The Vaping Epidemic. But first, let's be our best this week at HMS. Let's be Bob. Let's be safe. Let's be responsible. Let's be respectful. Let's be a learner.
Created in 1865. They were created to supply people with the drug nicotine.
Oh, that looks fun. I'll go and buy one.
Hello, would you like to buy something today?
Yes, I would like to buy a pack of cigarettes and a lighter.
Here you go. Tell your friends.
Cigarettes were becoming popular among many people. There wasn't much awareness on how powerful they were. Cigarettes have been decreasing in sales. Cigarettes have been decreasing in sales because of vapes. The year is 1927, and vapes are becoming popular because the vapes are made to help people who want to stop smoking and have fewer cigarettes. Sandra walks in years later and sees a poster on the same store.
Oh, that looks fun. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, vapes come in all different flavors and are fun to use. They can help you stop smoking, and they're great for kids.
Oh,
What would you like to buy?
I'll get one.
Here you go. Thank you for shopping.
It's 5 years later, and Sandra's body is kept up with the consequences of vaping and cigarettes.
Oh no, I have lung cancer. Ow.
Sandra falls down because of the uncurable cancer that took her body. Smoking and vaping is very bad, and you should stop now before the consequences hit. Falls down and dies because the cancer was unable to be cured. Smoking and vaping is very bad for you, and you should stop now before the consequences hit.
I want to give a brief history lesson for some of you, dating back to maybe when myself and some of your teachers were growing up your guys' age, high school aged. Back then, the statistics show that more people actually smoked cigarettes back then than they do now. And we knew the health risks of smoking cigarettes, and as a country we kind of went on an anti-smoking campaigns that for very many years were very successful. Smoking cigarettes were nasty, disgusting, you smelled bad, tasted bad, still does, not very good for you, so on and so forth. And if you looked at the statistics going back to 1997, you'll see that this anti-smoking thing was very, very successful. Looking here at statistics of Montana high school students who have ever tried smoking a cigarette in their lifetime, it went from 73% a little over 20 years ago, all the way down to 31%. And so this campaign against cigarettes has been very, very successful. You'll see another graph here that shows that same 22-year timeline, looking at smoked cigarettes on one or more days in the past 30 months. Cigarette smoking in our country was almost extinct, especially among young people, which was very, very good news unless you are somebody in the tobacco industry. And so one of the things that the tobacco industry people did is they created these jewels. These jewels are much more discreet, tasty, way easier, and way more loaded with nicotine and more toxins that are very, very bad for human beings and students. And so now we're having this epidemic that's going on where these trends have completely reversed. And that's part of what is so scary about what's going on today. We had cigarettes that were almost extinct. People were making great decisions with their health. The tobacco industries, the nicotine industries went and created this new tool for 2019, and now this is back trending in a not so good direction.
Hey, I want to try vaping and smoking. It looks cool.
No, don't do that. It could really hurt you.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Well, why vaping is safer and better.
There's some facts I found that might change your mind.
Yeah, okay, like you could change my mind.
One of the facts I found is that acetone, that's also found in nail polish remover, is one of the ingredients in cigarettes. Another one is arsenic, which is found in rat poison.
Well, I highly doubt that's true at all.
Well, it's actually all true. The other fact I found is that the percent of middle schoolers who vape and smoke are 13%, and in high school it's about 38%.
Yep, you're definitely making this up.
No, I'm not making this up at all. One last fact I found is that you must be 18 to buy a vape pen in the whole United States.
What, so you're not making this up?
Nope.
Wow, thanks for looking out for me.
Yeah, no problem. I just don't want you to end up with health issues.
As a matter of fact, acetone and arsenic aren't the only chemicals found in e-cigarettes or vape pen. You can see in red all of the harmful chemicals that are in vaping.
Come on, Tanner. You ain't nothing. You got a jewel. Are you ain't gonna jewel in school? Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm a jewel.
Hello? What? No! No, 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 no! I told you about the consequences of vaping! And you didn't even listen! They should have banned these flavored vapes a long time ago.
In recent months, thousands of people have ended up in the hospital due to severe lung illnesses and other health problems after vaping. At least 42 people have died. It's clear that we have just started to understand the dangers of vaping.
Hey, this is my home, not a trash can. Oh, wait. Well, now you may be wondering, why do I live here? Well, it all started when I bought that vape. Ever since then, I've spent over $5,000 a year. Well, time to take my nap.
They told me to do it. I should have said no.
So that class did a great job presenting on current news, recent news when it comes to vaping and Juul and e-cigarette use. And I wanted to kind of hit home a few points because there has been a whole plethora of information that has came out even this fall since myself and Ms. Dalton started talking about collaborating on this Bob lesson. We're starting to see more outbreaks of lung injuries, mysterious vaping illness that's becoming an epidemic. The CDC is responding to this as well. Here's what we know about the mysterious outbreak of vaping-linked illnesses and deaths. Going to talk about that in the next slide. Governor Bullock enacted a 120-day ban on flavored vaping products, and this is a trend that we are starting to see nationwide as all of a sudden doctors and medical professionals are starting to see diseases and outbreaks and that they've never seen before, and this is as a result of this new technology with vaping and juuling. And then finally, unfortunately, we are starting to see some deaths from juul vaping related deaths, including, as you can see in the headline here, a death of a Montana teenager who died in October from vaping related health issues. So this stuff is starting to get pretty scary, and like a lot of the stuff we've talked about with cell phones, with this new technology and vaping and juuling, human beings, and like I talked about in the intro, human beings are creating these things where medical professionals don't even know exactly what it is doing to our bodies. So pretty scary stuff. All right, let's give away some jelly beans. Last week's jelly bean question of the week winners: Miles Saylor, Brie Pineda, Malcolm Dufler, Kobe Kirkland. The question was something along the lines of, if I remember correctly, how is it that two siblings were born, same mother, same day, same time, but they weren't twins? Well, it's because they were triplets. There was a third one. That was a challenging question. Nice work, you four. All right, this week's Jelly Bean question of the week. What is seen in the middle of March, that's where we're at right now, and April, but can't be seen at the beginning or end of either month? This one's interesting. If you think you know the answer, submit your answer to the Bob Box. Get it turned in by the end of the week. Tune in next week to see if you're a winner. Let's make it a great week at the Helena Middle School.